Hassan Campbell, part 2 to Hassan Campbell's truth. Hassan Campbell, you're mad at my son because that man told you that's not his fight. He said before he fights for you, he needs to see you out there fighting for yourself, and you got offended. Why does Hassan Campbell end up turning his back on every person that comes to help him? Star, Sinetta TV, my son, every person that's around Hassan Campbell, watch out. He will bite you eventually. You got this guy on Litbox TV, you better watch out. Lord Akim, you better watch out. Five God, the moment you stop writing diss songs to his ops, you're out of here, Five God. Oh, let's talk about this. You talked about Lil Nas X, right? And his choice of fashion or the stuff that he's doing, and you claim that he's ruining the industry, right? Five God is no different than Lil Nas X. Five God has pictures on the internet with different type of earrings and everything. We will not get into that, but what I'm saying is, who are you to judge one and then not condemn the other? Because your artist does the same thing. I'm going to leap off that and talk about your son now. You have beautiful kids, my Hassan Campbell. You have beautiful kids. We're not taking nothing away from your kids. But one of your kids you never mention. One of your kids you actually never bring up, but you did before. Your oldest son. Your oldest son you claim was Africa Bambaataa. Now, who the hell are you to even make those type of jokes? You claim Africa Bambaataa molested you as a child. But you're so like vulgar enough to talk about your son being Africa Bambaataa. Does that make any sense to you? Now, your son was touched by somebody. You were in jail, you said. But you claim to be such of a gangster, such a this shoot 'em up, bang bang guy. You never inquired about who touched your son? You never wanted to know?
Did he ever do anything to the man? Since he always talk about why somebody else didn't do something to somebody, did you ever do anything?
Did you ever speak on his behalf? Did you ever confront him? Did you ever want to know? Did you ever even want to know? Or was it too hard of a subject to speak on because it happened to you? Now, you was hanging around Africa Bambaataa till you was 36 or older. And you never had a conversation with Africa Bambaataa about what he did to you when you was 12 years old, 13, 14, 15. You never had that conversation. You say Africa Bambaataa took care of you when you went to jail. He was writing you letters and he was sending you money. That's how you lived in jail, right? Okay. Did you ever write him in a letter asking him why did he take advantage of you as a child? Why, when everybody asks you a question about the real age you was or about when you came around, you never be straight up and you can never answer a question? You always answer one question with another question, leading somewhere else away from the question you were supposed to answer. You don't like that documentary that this woman is doing, right? But you did not even say that you did. You already did interviews for that documentary. I don't give a fuck how old it is, Hassan Campbell. You did documentaries for it, right? So obviously, what did you want to do? You wanted to paint a picture on the Zulu nation to bring down Africa Bambaataa.
No, you know what it is?
But you're saying you don't want to bring down Africa Bambaataa.
I'm telling you what it is.
What is it?
What it is that he got this attitude. And this is a fact. He's not a victim. I'm a female. And I'm telling you what it is. When females get mad at men that they fuck with, they try to go hard on them. They do
Hassan
anything.
Campbell. Plenty of people have been on the internet saying that you're a scorned lover.
He really is.
You are a scorned lover of Africa Bambaataa.
That's just like with my son. He's mad at my son because my son don't want to fight his fight. So what he do is he find everything to talk about my son, about add my son in and Tamika Mallory. He's mad. That's just like with Kwame Brown. Like, he's mad because Kwame tore him the fuck up.
You spoke up on how many times Kwame Brown brought you up.
God.
But how many times have you put my son in your videos? You may not always put him in the title, but you always bring him up in the live. You're doing 3-hour live. You say you don't go live a lot, but you do. You do. Compared to the average YouTuber, you do go live a lot, sir. You do. Yes, sir. Now you're wondering why maybe some people are turning on you. But really, people are not turning on you. Your following is still going up because people want to see you crash and fall. You may not see this video, but you may see this video, and you're gonna say, "Look at this motherfucker.
What
He's
it is
in the
that
dirty section
we used
of
to
YouTube."
follow him though. We used to be with him.
I'm a
and
supporter.
I used to have real sympathy for him. But then I see, the way he turned and the way he talk, he don't talk like no victim.
Sir,
the way he act is wild.
Sir, I respected your story.
He ain't doing nothing.
I respected your story, and I respected you as a man. The fact that you came out and you said that you was touched by another man when you was a child. And I thought that was brave. And I thought that took a lot of balls and you had courage. And I was like, nobody else would do this shit. And for you to put yourself out there, I know you put yourself in front of a lot of scrutiny. But the things that you say about other people and their children and how vulgar you could be toward women, it makes me think, how could you have any compassion? How could you want people to have compassion for you and your story if when you bring up the dead, if you bring up women, you bring up children, you have no motherfucking compassion at all. You have no boundaries. You have no boundaries.
He expect for you to have boundaries.
And you say you only do it to get the likes, to get the YouTube, because you blatantly said it on a Drunk Live that you do this shit to make the money. So you will sell your soul.
He did.
You don't care about your children's safety. You don't give a fuck about, you said your wife quit her job, huh? Okay. Now, you know, the way you interact with your wife is so weird. The way you interact with your wife is so weird. I am nobody to tell you about your relationship, but I will say this. You giving these innuendos to other men on the internet is weird. It is weird, sir. You cannot offer yourself upon other men that are straight. You do know that, right? You do know that. I don't care how playful you wanted to be or how disrespectful. See, the funny thing is, Hassan, you think every time you offer somebody to your penis that you're being disrespectful. No. Being the fact that everything that you've been through, you're just being weird. It's just weird and it throws people off. You need to hear this, Hassan, because you claim you don't watch YouTube videos, but everything that you spit out comes from another YouTuber. Every motherfucking thing that you say, another person said already. You claim Pat Poose was stealing bars from you. Delusional. You claim everybody, you claim Sinetta TV set you up in Harlem, right? But then it's footage of you saying that you had already knew Satif worked on that street. But then after you admitted to him that you didn't know and that he didn't set you up, you still went on more drunk rants and said he set you up. Shout out to everybody that's doing Hassan Campbell videos. You guys are keeping the energy alive. I heard Ten Toes TV say, hold on to Hassan Campbell because he's going up. So we're going to speak on the news as it goes on because he is a train wreck. He is something to watch because we're waiting for his failure. Not to put that on another black man, but just to say, sir, your time is coming.